All right, in continuation of this saga, I don't even know where we're at. There's been days here and there, in and out of when stuff is getting done. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take off the side bracket for the motor mount on the front, and then we're going to take off the timing belt cover. That's going to come out, and then that's going to give us access to release the crankshaft pulley down below, and then we should be able to get the timing cover off. All right. Let's give it a try. I have a jack underneath the motor, just resting there, not pushing it up at all, but just letting the motor sit on it. Yeah. It's a big dogs. Okay. And I think I was explaining earlier, when we got this car, we got it from my son. We got it from a single owner woman. Claimed it had never been in an accident, claimed it was great, always taken care of. As I started to do things like simple things like I had to repair the windshield washer fluid reservoir, and I put in new headlights, and once you took off the bumper you saw that yes, it had been in an accident, clearly had been in an accident. And there's a new lower control arm on the driver's side, and there's a bunch of the wiring was different. So anyways, it's been a bit of an adventure to get this thing cleaned up and ready to go, but we're gonna get there. So this is the bracket I was talking about. It sits down like this. This side connects directly to the motor mount. Obviously you can see how filthy this is. I'm going to get this cleaned up. Alright, so we got 3 bolts. We got one down here, we got one right here, and we got one right here. Start in the back here. You can just see the amount of grime on this. Absolutely disgusting. Alright, we're going to get that cleaned up. Alright, we're going to take this guy off, and then we're going to go down below. We're going to unhook the cable that's stuck to the back here of the timing cover, and then we're going to take off the crankshaft pulley, and then we should be able to have access to the I think 12 or 15 bolts to get off the cover. Alright, let's carry on. Alright. Interesting looking screw. Alright, yeah, it seems like we got leaks coming from everywhere, man. Everywhere. Alright, let's readjust. Let's go down below and let's get the crankshaft pulley off. So we need to get this clip off and this clip off right here. This one needs to come out and that needs to come out. I'm going to see. I'm sure this will break immediately. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh! Oh! It's a miracle. It's a miracle. Now, this guy is breaking for sure. I don't even know how to get up in there. it's just gonna break. I know it's gonna break. Let's get this pulley off right quick. We're using the Lyle, what is it, 71080 or something like that. Probably not even close, but I will put it up. Just like that. Okay, now there's a keyway right here, so you want to make sure that comes out with it. Wow, that seal actually looks, no it doesn't, it's leaking too. So we're replacing that seal as well. Gosh, look at how wet this thing is. Okay, will you all pray with me, please? Let's prayers. It doesn't. And there it goes. Well, so much for the prayers. Okay, yeah, that's just right off. Okay. Now we've got 3 bolts underneath here. But I'm going to take the other ones off first. Those are all 10 millis. Let's get going on those. Sorry. My bad. My bad. Coming. Oh, look at that, boys. Look at that. Everything is so covered. It's hard to even tell where you have bolts because it's all covered in grime. Okay. So, there's 2 more bolts that I had to get that were off screen. They were, you see that? You probably can't see that. I will try to superimpose this on here. But there's this one bolt right here that you notice there's no line from it. And it hangs out just underneath the motor mount and the top in the middle. It's very tricky to see. You can't see it. The only way I saw it was coming from underneath. I saw it from the inside. And then the one of the screws that holds the cover in is also one of the screws to this. So another thing I want to show you too, to be aware of. So you'll see the one on the right has this longer shaft, and it's got some cool designs on it, and the other ones are just flat, right? So these two, there's 2, and these go on the bottom 2 corners. Okay, so those are different. Oh, we got some cleaning to do. Anybody hurt? So that came out just like so. Oh my goodness. All right, so I got this off. I've taken the seal out. Obviously I need to clean up this area because I got to reseal that door. I'm going to go get this all washed off, use a little brake cleaner, and brushes and etc, and we'll meet back when that's all done. So we got the timing cover all cleaned up, obviously, and at least the best we could. So what we're going to do is we're going to reapply the cover here, which goes over the something solenoid. I don't remember right now, and I don't have time to look it up. We're going to make sure our mating surfaces are going to be nice and clean. Got the cover right here. Okay, so it only goes on one way, which is very helpful for people like me. So you can't really mess it up too much. Famous last words, but anyways, this is going to go on with some Honda Bond. Then we're going to put our seal in. We have a new seal. See part number. All right, we're going to replace the O-ring on the crankshaft sensor. It's part number. Bit of Loctite. Then we have one gasket, or not, well, O-ring I should say. Part number for that. Fairly idiot proof. Only goes in one way. Alright, so we're pretty much ready for this. Now we got to prep the surface that it's going on, which is of course the engine block. So let's go over there and get that area cleaned up. I'm using a plastic razor. I don't really trust myself putting an actual one on the block, so I'm just going with the safe route. This is, again, this is the Honda Bond that was on there, and it snaps because it's the desert. Torque. All right, let's get this thing sealed up and get it back on a car. Here goes nothing. So of course we have the two long bolts that go in here in the bottom that are special. There. The angles for a lot of these bolts is not easy just to get them in there. And when I was looking online, a lot of the videos I found of people sealing their timing covers, they were out of engine or out of vehicle, like engine rebuilds and stuff. I didn't see a lot that were, or hardly any that were actually the engine was still in the car, which of course makes it a lot more difficult for obvious reasons. just now slowly, I'm gonna pull it out and just lift it up and out. Perfect. All right, here goes nothing. Everybody hold your breath. Big moment.